Hey ho, let's go, guys and gals, and hello, my friends. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. June in Vegas, 26 Extravaganza number 8, and the last day. And I'm standing at the state line. You see the sign in back of me. I'm on the lotto stores here. I don't know what else that they sell here at the lotto store, but I'm going to pan the back, and I'm going to give you my take on staying here in Primm and what I think Terribles needs to do to maybe bring it back. I don't know if it is possible to bring back, to tell you the truth, as we scan our 360 here. But I'm going to get to it here. I want to go pick up Dude. I'd like to get back in time to not have to pay the half day. Probably not, because it's almost 10. So we're going to talk about Primm and such as we're on our way out. So we'll see what's next. As I'm backing out of the room here on the PIP, what's my take on the hotel experience? Well, I thought my room was clean. The bed was nice. I should have had 6 pillows and not 3. So was it worth $105 a night? Well, maybe it was more like 110. I'm glad that I went, but I wouldn't go again until it got seriously upgraded. Because now for me, there's nothing in Primm now. I've been out to Good Springs. I've been out to Sandy Valley. I'm not sure why I would ever stay in Primm again under the current scenario. Now, let me add in here some of the footage I took of the Bonnie and Clyde car, which I took Sunday night after my excursion. But I'm going to add it in here. So you'll see that now, and we'll see what's next. This is the Dutch Schultz armored car with the bullet holes in it. And here's the Bonnie and Clyde death car with mannequins of the two. I've seen the death car only here more than once. I think with at least 2 of my 3 wives. One of the times, or the last time, and I talked about this last year, they used to have on the protective glass, they had at the front page of one of the Philadelphia papers, and they had the AIDS results right on the front page, which, boy, you don't see that. Well, you don't see a newspaper anymore anyway, but they didn't have it now. So I guess a death car is going to stay here for a while. I'll talk more about my experience in all of this when I make my clothes tomorrow. But I'm filming this now before I go upstairs. So we will see what's next. Now, what does Terribles need to do, in my opinion? First and foremost, they need to spend some money on infrastructure upgrade. The carpet was old, it was worn. I had to go to 6 different ice machines on 3 floors, certainly not my floor, to be able to find a working ice machine. Now, I understand why that the previous vendors didn't, put any more money into it. They're looking to bail. So Terrible certainly has their work cut out for them. They need to upgrade. They need to upgrade the room. The carpet, the furniture, They definitely need to work on the food because the food was lacking, but I understand that because they've lost so many people under the previous management. But you're going to have to improve on the food. Now, the pool was closed, out of season. It's the end of June. Come on, guys. But again, I understand why, because Affinity was already on its way out. Now I'm gonna clip in three short comments about the fast food, Carl's, Taco Bell, and McDonald's. The fast food places here just absolutely gouge. I had breakfast here at Carl's yesterday. I had the breakfast burger combo. I upsized it and it was $17. I had the exact same order here in Primm as I had Friday in Vegas, and it was $4 more. I had 2 McGriddles. Individual sandwiches were almost $17. Not the meal, just the 2 sandwiches a la carte, $17. The pink box that was at the Chevron station, and also you noticed I didn't quite film it, but the gas was $1.20 a gallon more for regular than it was in Sandy Valley, and you can't tell me, oh my God, it's because it costs to bring it here. Come on now. They have you and they know it. As well as some of my commentary about the gas prices, because they're all Chevron. So Terrible certainly knows how to sell gasoline. And I'm not sure why that if they're just waiting for leases to expire or what, but they're going to want to, in my opinion, run the station, brand the stations themselves, and not charge so much for gas. Why was gas $1.20 less a gallon in Sandy Valley than in Primm? Come on now. So stop the gouge. Just stop gouging. Now, I chatted with one of the employees, and he seemed to think that the virus really, when they had to close everything, really hurt the casinos right there in Primm. Well, they hurt a lot of casinos, obviously. You can't just close without it having severe financial effects. Whether they should or they shouldn't is not the topic of this. So they didn't seem to recover after that. Now, the Affinity did put a bucket full of money in the Buffalo Bills. In fact, when I was out here last year, I even stopped and filmed that said that the death car was in Buffalo Bills, and they have some type of outdoor amphitheater there, but there's just not enough foot traffic to justify a Buffalo Bills opening, much less Whiskey Pete's. Now, I talked to somebody in Good Springs, and they said that the people in Good Springs all used to work at the casinos, certainly the ones in Jean. One of them used to be the Terribles at the end, and they've been closed for a good long time. Here's a short clip of it, of me out there. So I don't think there's enough possible traffic to open up more than one of the casinos. I think the tribal casinos have really hurt some of the outlying gambling spots. Not really Laughlin, but boy, Primm. Got to give people a reason to get off the freeway, not overpriced gas, overpriced food, and, well, I don't know what they're going to do about the outlet mall. But here's when I was in the outlet mall 4 years ago now, I think. So you'll see that bonus footage, and we'll see what's next. So I'm going to go in the mall here. It's open from 10 to 6. Boy, it's hot. Okay, look at this. Look at the desolation. Look how the retail industry in our nation has just plummeted. This used to be actually a good outlet mall with, it had a big dogs and a big Tommy Bahama. And before I ate myself silly, I used to wear Tommy Bahama. I loved it. It was silk. I like silk shirts. So I'm just gonna walk in here a little bit, but you can see there's just empty storefronts. You saw the couple walking in when I pulled up. There was a family of like 3 or 4 that actually had bags in their hands. So I think the only place open is Tommy Bahama right now, and Bath and Body Works. So I'm gonna sit for a minute. It's nice in here too. Whoever bought this is taking a bath. So we'll see what's next. The card acted up, but I'm gonna try this again. I had to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathrooms here in the food court at the outlets in Primm, and you can see they're all closed. So, but the bathrooms are nice and they're kept up, so somebody's doing something here. I'm just not sure what. I think right now there's only one open outlet type store, not even like the real outlets, more like a Five and Dime or a Woolworths type outlet. So what are they going to do with all that retail space when retail is dead in the water? That used to be a jumping place, and it was definitely on our stop list. Between Tommy Bahama and Big Dogs, I spent more than my share of money there. So what are they going to do with all that? What are they going to turn it into? I don't have the knowledge. I think it's a waste. I think it's a sunk cost. Now, there's been talk of a secondary airport to McCarran out by Primm, between Primm and Jean, or Primm, Jean, and Sloan, out that way, out where the Seven Sisters are. And that's a lot of talk, and there aren't even plans, much less the ceremonial shovel of dirt being turned over. So if you're planning on something that may or may not happen, well, I don't know what to tell you. And I think finally, what are they going to do with the golf course? Now, I stopped out at the golf course on the way home, and on my driving home footage, you'll see that, or I may clip in a little touch of it here, but it's dead. I mean, it's closed, it's dead, everything's dead, it's abandoned. So is there money and is there water to bring that course back? Much less is there a demand for golf anymore, especially that type of higher end golf. That I don't know, but that's another thing that's no longer an attraction to get people to come to Primm. So my synopsis on Primm is Terribles needs to concentrate on one of the properties, probably the Primm Valley Inn, what the Prima Donna used to be, and they need to not worry about the other two because there's never going to be a demand for that again, and work on having one nice, fairly priced, not a gouge place to stay with live music at Buffalo Bill's live shows, and brand their own gas, see if they can make a go of it. So this is as always your host, Joe, Life with Yosef, my little visit to Primm and my opinion on Primm. And I hope they make it. I don't want to see people lose their jobs, but What are you going to do? I hope Terribles has an answer. So thank you for watching and subscribing. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. You know the rest of the spiel, and we'll see you for the next one.